Earning Labs presents a webinar on how to build website from large raw data and monetize by Vivek Sancheti. Before we begin, make sure to join our group and subscribe to the channel for more. Group link is available in the description below.
So let's start it. So see, basically today's webinar is about how to build website from large data, large kind of raw data and monetize it. Yeah, so I will be showing you what are the use cases and all. Before that, I'll give you a disclaimer. You can today's webinar, if you attend, like you cannot build anything without a good developer. So you need a developer for sure. Either you should be a developer, or you need to hire someone to do this. So if you think this is not for you, then maybe you can skip. That's on you. Okay. So now let's start. See, before start, I will show you what are the concepts which can be built on raw data, like video sites, codes, metal price of metal in gold in Dubai, price of gold in Chennai, etc. Such kind of sites, for numbers, population of New York, best XYZ, like best thriller movies, etc. Job listing sites, XYZ. So basically, there are two kind of search intent. One is I will show you example XYZ, best XYZ or XYZ with some intent, like UPS tracking, FedEx tracking, DHL tracking, where tracking is constant. So you make a template and target all these keywords. And there is another kind of feature in which you target everything random, like you don't know what you are going to target, like video sites. One of our project was this meta videos, where we just scrapped Facebook videos and posted them with proper on-page SEO and things. Now we didn't know which keywords we were targeting. Like all of the keywords were published. Like Google was sending traffic for random keywords people were searching. They were not totally random, but there were some keywords which had some intent, but we didn't know what were there. Like similarly, like wikideck.com, we have one more project which is mirror of Wikipedia. Okay, so in this you don't know what the intent is. So there are, as I said, two things. One is with intent, like XYZ, where one keyword is constant. Like let's say in quotes, XYZ quotes is a constant keyword. So you need to find something similar to this. Like there are thousands of unexplored things, like events in XYZ city, events in Atlanta, events in Chicago, events in Phoenix, etc. um, um, Restaurants near me, like near me is one constant keyword, so you can target that. CVS near me, Target near me, XYZ closing time, when does Target closes, when does Big Bazaar closes, customer support number. So many things are there, so you need to find that and target that thing, biography, etc. Now once, let's say you finalize something, let's say for this thing, let's say we finalize codes. So I will continue with codes dot like code sample. This is my site, so I will be dissecting the site in front of you. So before starting, you need to finalize, like what will be your data source, what will be your URL structure and all. So data source is something which varies a lot, so that you have to deal based on the topic. Now coming to the URL structure, one is homepage. Homepage URL is clean. There's nothing there. Then comes main page URL. Always try to have main page URL directly. Avoid using directory into it. Like say in my case, my main page is this author name quotes. Like people search George Orwell quotes. They also search category quotes. So if you see my URL structure, category dash quotes, author name dash quotes, that is constant. So those are my main. And now you can't keep all the parts of your site on directly, because then clashes will happen. Like you can't put category also onto the main, like without directory. So you have to follow the concept of secondary pages. Like you have to put one directory and put inside things into it, like $t slash $taxonomy, where $t is some variable and $taxonomy means segregation of things. Like in my case, quotes is one segregation, so I have used q slash quotes. So you need to finalize that. Some things will, like some sites might have only one categorization, some might have multiple. Like say you are building sites for vehicles, so c slash car, c slash cars, b slash bikes, So you have to decide. In my case, only one thing needs segregation, that is code. So I have used code q/code. So you need to finalize that, and also avoid multiple segregations. Like many might argue that's silo structure and all, but yeah, that depends how you want to go. But I follow these things. One main structure, main very important pages directly, no directory in between them, and all other secondary pages just one directory. So this is how you need to define the structure. Along with the structure, define your wireframe and all before building the site. Have HTML ready, so you will have a clear idea that okay, this page will look like this. This page needs this amount of data. This needs that. Before getting the HTML, build a proper wireframe. Okay, these are things before you start. Now once you start, okay, even now let's go deeper inside. um, let's say there's a page, main page. Let's see, one of my main pages, absolute midnight quotes. So this is my main page. So how should I target this? I need to have proper title, one paragraph. This is a dynamic paragraph. This paragraph is dynamic. So all my HTML tags and all are covered in this properly. Like now I'm not covering all meta tags and all. You can Google on page SEO checklist by Moz and create proper HTML template out of it. Try to use original image or videos. Now how you can do, like if you have thousands of pages or lakhs of pages, you can't manually upload images. So in that case, you need to create some engine. Like let's say in this case, we have created 6 lakh plus images. Our image source was Unsplash, quotes we had, so we merged them and created image via ImageMagick. You can create videos and all those different things. There are various development tools for, I'm not covering those. This is overview. So you can use various things like that and generate original images. Why original images? See, there will be lakhs of pages. When you will create so many pages and have duplicate images or copied images, chances are there that Google will not rank you. But when you serve Google with original images, Google will love it and will rank you. Even if you will put my site in Ahref, you will see my so many images are ranking in 1 to 10 position in images tab and Google's main tab also. Your design should be fast and responsive, and AMP. Even we are using AMP. Like AMP is must. I mean, many might argue AMP is needed, not needed, but we use AMP. So I suggest you also use AMP. Use schemas as much as possible. Like have FAQs. Now there might be cases like how you will answer FAQ. Just have general question. Like if you will check this FAQ of this page, I have best absolute midnight quotes. Small, which are the best absolute midnight quotes? Which are the smallest midnight quotes? Such things. So you need to use your brain, like be creative and come up with some templatic questions where answer changes dynamically. You don't have to type, but via coding logic you can change the answer. So that's the one thing. Now depends, like if you have events site, let's say you are targeting events in XYZ city, you are scraping events from Facebook and putting into that, then you can have event schema. So many schemas are there. You can check schema.org and use them. Always like you need to increase word count. Like previously we had only showed 6 quotes, then we increased number of quotes, like from 6 to 9. We saw a jump in rankings, so even now we are going to increase more. So test it. Now as I said, like increase word count. Like you can't always increase word count directly, but you're not going to write, but you have aggregated data. So what I mean is show more data on that page. Let's say if it's events page, show more number of events on the front one page. So Google feels that this page is big and has good amount of content. Then comes contextual interlinking. Now if you'll see this page, you can see you can read a paragraph, and then we have linked one famous author. Now you will go to this author's page, we have linked 1, 2, 3 categories. Like we applied various logics and randomly linked those categories. So try to be creative and templatically insert interlinks into your own content. The more number of interlinks you have, Google will crawl more and more. So the more pages will get indexed, and the more pages you get indexed with good content, the more traffic you will get. That's the basic logic when you build such kind of site. This was about on page. Many other things can be done, but these are the basic things. Now I'm not covering use h1 h2, those are all common sense, plus keyword density. I missed keywords density in this, but try to have your main keyword once in title, once in description, and as many times in the page possible. Okay, so this is about what you say on page thing. Now let's go to the next thing. Set up proper analytics. Like, okay, now once your everything is ready, you also need analytics. So you can use Google Analytics, yeah, or Yandex Metrica. Yandex Metrica and Google Analytics both are free. Google Analytics will just show you page numbers, but Yandex Metrica will also show you it will record user sessions. You can see where the user came, where did he click, what did he do, and so on. And try to understand your users behavior. Your main goal should be that when user comes from Google to your site, his query should get fulfilled and he should not go to Google back and search the same query. You need to increase the dwell time. So let's say my users queries are best Clive Barker quotes. He comes to my site, I show him as many quotes as possible with images, without images and all, so he can directly download them and he doesn't need to go back to Google. Okay, so this is one. So to understand this, you need to use Yandex Metrica and Google Analytics. Okay, and this was about analytics. Now coming about next thing is indexing. As I said, the more pages you get indexed in Google, the more chances that you will get more traffic. Now if you see my index, there are like around 2 lakh pages indexed. I gradually increased this. In start 6 months, my no pages were indexed. What happened was I dumped my whole sitemap into Webmaster. So Google didn't index. So what I did next was drip feed it. I created a dynamic sitemap. Okay, what is dynamic? Like now, how to create that? What to do? That for that you need to ping one developer. Now what I did was I created a sitemap with one index sitemap with one set, one pay. Like in WordPress you see post sitemap, right? Such post sitemap, one post sitemap in it with one URL added to it daily. Like for first few 10 days or 15 days, I added only one URL to sitemap. So Google daily refreshed the sitemap, it found only one URL, it indexed. So when I saw that 50 to 60% of my URL started indexing, I increased from 1 to 5 URLs. Then I again saw that is Google indexing my URLs. Okay, then I increased to 100, then 1000, then 5000. You need to see at what rate Google is indexing you. So how you need to see, go to Google search console, see what are all happening. Now I can't open my search console here, but I can tell you one thing. When you open search console, there is one thing called crawl states. Go to crawl states. Let me see if I can find some crawl states screenshot in Google. Okay, so it will look like this. Okay, so what are the things you need to see in this is one. So crawl states will look like this: number of crawled pages per day, number of kilobytes downloaded. There is one more graph called speed. You need to make a note that your speed isn't decreased. Let me see if I can. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so there is one more thing called time spent downloading these pages. So when there is increase in number of crawl pages, your speed should be constant. Like it should not increase. Like what I mean increase is it's not, your server should not slow down. The more speedy your server is, Google will crawl more. That is how this logic works. Is Google tests your server speed. Let's say you served 100 pages. Google comes to your site, crawls 10 pages, then 100, then 200. It sees the speed of your server. When it crawled 10 pages, it was 1 second. Then when it went to 20, your server became slow and the speed was 2 seconds. Then Google will slow down again. It doesn't want to hamper your server. So you need to technically maintain your server in such way that speed is constant, but these two graphs are increasing. With increase of these two graphs, crawl per day, kilobytes download per day, your time spent should be slow. I mean constant, as low as possible. So this is where This is very important in indexing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So these are two things, and along that, try to have HTML sitemap in your menu. Let's say if you see my menu, topics and authors, these are two HTML sitemaps. If you go there, I have included the important pages on the top, and then I have included ABCD, all authors name, all categories and author names, etc. in there. So that way, by just 5 to 10 crawl, Google can reach to any page of my site. You understood? Google should not take like 20-30 crawls to reach one page of your site. Then it will be like too deep to your site that Google will not index. Okay. So try to link your whole site via HTML map, and try to have that HTML sitemap in menu. See, HTML sitemap doesn't mean you name it HTML sitemap. You can name it user friendly, like authors, topics, so that Google knows what it is. And even normal users, no, it even for normal users, it's easy to crawl your site from there. So this was about indexing, which is the major concern for everyone who is into automation or building such big sites. Before okay, so next thing is monetization, but before monetization I will cover the link building thing. See, if you'll make links, Google will surely crawl little speedy, but when you have lakhs of pages, you can't make links on each and every page. So there's an hack. What you can do is find the key pages. Now how to find key pages? Like say you are developing keywords, sorry, quote site. Now you can't cover every quotes, or not you can target this KD 68 69 quotes. So what you can do is, we are, let's say, targeting quotes. Okay, now when you search quotes, you can see so many quotes. Just try to target KD 5 up to 5. Find high volume quotes, letter Kenny quotes or Alice in Wonderland quotes, and make links on those pages, author name pages or category pages, so the link juice passes to internal quotes level. Like you need to find the node pages on your site, or category node pages, or the key pages in your site from where many pages are linked, and build links on them. So link juice will pass to all your internal links, internal pages. Okay. uh, there are various things you should do once you build your site. Put it on product hunt, beta list, Reddit, etc. You need to find related forums, try to be active there, and post about your site there. You can also ping journalists on Lifehacker, Mashable. They are always ready to cover interesting projects. So have good design, good overview and all. So what happens is, when you have good design and all, these journalists, when they see, they love to link. So you need to build a property which is linkable, link attracting property. Okay. So this is about basic white hat. You can do guest posting, forum posting on node pages. Now about gray hat. Now this is gray hat. It's on you if you wish to do, or if you don't wish to do. That's totally on you. What I did was built like not built. I redirect 301 domain on my site. You can clearly see here. I purchased this domain, John Maxwell Leadership Quote, for some 25,000. When you open this, it will redirect to John C. Maxwell quotes. So trying to find related domains and 301. Okay, see, 301's PBN links are not guaranteed. They can work, they may not work. When I redirected, my traffic was here, and now my traffic has bumped down. So those are like pros and cons. It might have doubled, but instead it got 50% down. So you need to experiment on that part. Then comes PBN links. Now about PBN links, what you have to do is, buy expired domains, quality domains. You can get cheap .in domains from in back order or various places. You can get .com domains from GoDaddy auction, Dropcash, various places. There are like hell number of places where you can purchase expired domains. Set up homepage, and from homepage, link your property. That's how you have to do. To link your property, either link to homepage or link to such category pages, so link juice passes to the internal pages. Okay. So this is about link building. Now if you're creative, you can create infographics, or some tools and market those tools. Tools and infographics attract hell amount of links. If you see my other site which I sold, it attracted hell amount of backlinks even from Forbes. So many good sites. I didn't pay even 1 rupee for any links on my tools. Like I was the one of the first who created mining calculators and all. So if you see my mining calculators and all, they have attracted links from very good site. Even my competitors link. Okay, so you need to be creative on that part. Now coming to the monetization part. Monetizing such property is easy. Like you can, if you are like lazy, just put AdSense Media.net. Unless your content is not against this ad network, you can monetize. Like CodeSpub, I am monetizing via AdSense. I had you can see AdSense ads on my page. Yeah, here they go. If you have some sites like Best Hotels, then you can monetize via, yeah, this is one side like Best Hotels in XYZ. They are monetizing via CJ and such affiliate networks, booking.com, so many things. Then there are like things you are targeting like plumber in New York, plumber in Daytona, plumber in Minnesota. Then you can sell leads, generate leads and sell them to guys in that city. So for this, you need to be creative. You need to set up a sales team and all. Then sell services like problem fixes. As I showed you this events thing. These are my friends, allevents.in. They built such thing like few years back. Now this is a high revenue startup. They are making good amount of revenue. You can put in href. You can see they had fetched events from Facebook and they are having like 200K traffic now. Now they are ticketing platform from event showcase, like event discovery. They are turned to ticketing. Now they are earning good amount via selling ticketing. They are like direct competitor to Eventbrite. So you need to be creative. Like you need to provide service to the customers you are targeting. Now they are also doing this thing called featured events. Like these are events in Ahmedabad. Now if you want to be in top, you have to pay the way we pay in Google for ads. So you need to be creative. Like this thing might look scrapper thing, but if you invest your mind properly, if you invest your time and things properly, you can create a good business, good startup, or good SaaS project out of it. Okay, so be creative. Don't just copy paste and things. The more creative you are, the more rewarding it will be. Now next thing comes, what are the things once you are live up and running you should do? Always check your error logs. See, when you do custom development, there are chances that so many things will break. You don't know. So what you have to do is track error logs. There are various tools for it, that whenever any error triggers up in error log, you get an email. Sit with your developer and sort them. If you are a small team, collect all errors weekly, on Monday or on Tuesday or any day, fix a day, fix all those errors. There are like 404, 500, fix them. These all errors will demotivate Google to index. The more error Google gets, the less it indexes. Try to watch errors in Search Console. Search Console will also list so many errors like AMP error, 404, 500. Try to fix them in time. And if error appears in Search Console, fix and ping Google that you have fixed it. There's an option called fixed it, so Google will recrawl and work it out. This was like basic things you need to do to start, ideate, find an idea, ideate, and grow. Now I will cover advanced things. What are the things, like some additional tips? Now see, as I said, so many things are there, undiscovered, untapped opportunities in such things. So find them. But if you are not able to find, what are the things you can do? I think in previous some webinar, I think Gaurav Jagia, someone has covered about other languages. I will also speak about the same thing. Try to cover things in other non-English speaking rich countries like Europe, Japan, various such countries. Try to cover things in such language. So what you can do is, if you found this events idea, or say course idea, or this hotels idea good, make a site in French, make a site in German, and same thing, just copy the same concept, same thing with your original data, with your own design, modified dynamic template of the page, and serve to them. That's one way. For coding these things, I suggest you use simple languages. Don't go complicated. Don't complicate in the start. Just build simple, put it in front of Google, see how Google reacts, and then improve, iterate, and go on. Like that's the thing. You can even use WordPress. WordPress is a good CMS. You can modify WordPress, customize it. WordPress has custom post type taxonomy things. So if you are a developer, you know that you can customize WordPress and also build your own such custom thing. Always prefer modern and simplistic design. Now say if you don't have a designer or you don't have a budget but you are good coder, then go to theme forest. You might find ready-made HTML themes or use bootstrap's basic design and work it out. So somehow you have to keep it like good design. Like without basic good design it will not work. Okay, so that's one thing. Second thing, yeah, so these are the things. Now I'll show examples and then we'll take up questions. CodePub I showed you. Wikideck I showed you. Like Wikideck is scrapper of Wikipedia. I just started this and started drip feeding to Google, and my index in Google's are increasing. My traffic is little increasing. It will take time. It will take 6 months, 7 months now. Earlier when we built meta videos, like within 6 months we could get a huge crawl. This is one site we built it. We got good revenue and we sold it for 30x. Then okay, so this is one site I found, not mine. This is about currency. $1 in USD to INR, 1 USD to INR, 10 USD to INR, such thing. If you put this, this is in Mexican, what is a Spanish language, Mexican Spanish. If you put in, see, you will see just 2.7 DR, and this guy has 150k traffic. You need to find such opportunities. If you see his traffic keywords, let me show you. These are like simple keywords. Let me translate this for Blue Rosary dollars. So something like XYZ to dollar site. They are like basically conversion, nothing else. Now if you go to this page, okay, so these are all Forex exchange address. Let me go a little deep where they are having conversions. Okay, they are again targeting keyword generator and such keyword. I'm not able to find. Okay, let's search it. 1 USD to INR. Say you search this, you will see XE. XE is a big site. Let's see some small site. Exchangerate.guru. If you see this site, he has filled so many raw data, like templating random data, random chart, not random but related charts, value of dollar on June 1, June 2. So you need to search and see what your competitors are and related currency converter. Now if you'll see these guys, DRUR, I'm damn sure it will be very less, not much. Okay, this guy has very high DR, but you will be able to find with low DR ranking sites. Okay, so yeah, these were some things. All events I already showed you, they got converted into startup. This is one more interesting. I found them. There is one article about them. You can just search, I want that flight guys article or backstory, and you will find that article. These guys are making, okay, let me search that article for you. They are making like 40-50,000 USD per month revenue. Just what they are doing is flight from XYZ to XYZ city. So basically when someone search, okay, so you can see their revenue, $110K per month. Okay, now if you put these guys in Ahrefs, they are having like 120K keywords, key flights to Melbourne. So when you will open this page, this is nothing but listing of flights from all aggregator, and this is all static content. Okay, so that's how it works. So yeah, now I have tried to cover basic, like what are how you need to plan, how you need to think, and all those things. Now you can fire your questions in chat and I will try to answer. So as I said, Laravel is one easy PHP based. Okay, so okay, I'll cover one by one. Laravel is easiest technology coding language you can learn. So Laravel is one I will recommend. If you know Java, PHP, Java or any other language, you can code in that. So what is the type of earning method used on? You can go and check here. But basically, they are just flight recommendation. So if you click here, they will redirect you to the flight buying site. and they are okay. So these guys are now white labeling, I think. Okay, no, I don't know. Either white labeling, like buy the API and sell ticket yourself, or just redirect to someone who is selling ticket, like Skyscraper, not what was that, Skyscanner guy. They have an affiliate program. Just redirect to them, and you get your affiliate commission. Next question. So many questions. I'm going one by one. Sorry. What about wallpaper site? Yeah, you can do wallpaper site. Scrap. Okay. Oh, so many things. Wallpaper site. You scrap wallpapers from Unsplash. Target, like targeting in English is difficult, so target in other languages. See what is meaning of wallpaper in other languages and do it. Put some dummy template content on page, so you will be able to rank it. Make links. That's the thing. How much cost and average building automated site like this and time? Okay. Uh, Cost, I don't know. I have my in-house team, but it can take roughly from planning to development 2 to 3 months to launch. Like from day one of planning to launch, it can take 3 months and another 6 to 8 months to get proper traffic from Google. So roughly you need to devote 9 to 10 months of patience to such project. It's not that you can't speed up. You can speed up by putting money in backlinks and all those things. But with less money, I can say 3 months of development time and 6 months of indexing time to get traffic. Okay, so as I showed you, it's a code site. I am not writing those posts. Those are all automated. I have a MySQL database of all codes, and from those codes, this all pages are generated. So as I said, you need to sit with developer or learn coding and try to understand how this works. How to monetize currency converter site? Very basic. Use AdSense or try to partner with local currency exchange and send the traffic to that. Okay, I answered that. What's about what I also answered that. These are not all my site. I showed you CodesPub, Wikidec, and Meta Videos was my site. These all other flight and all are not my site. I'm just showing you sample. This is one of my business. Along with this, I run Amazon affiliate site and development company. So this is one of my stream of revenue. Just interested in knowing to hire customer. Okay, how to hire? Go to Fiverr, go to various developer groups in Facebook, or go to Upwork. The more money you put, the good developer you get. That's the thing. How to test? Give some sample task, see how good he performs. Surya, I answered this question. Type of content I can add on. What type of dynamic content I can add on songs lyric site? Lyric site. Maybe you translate the lyrics in different languages because people search lyrics like let's say emptiness song. People search what is meaning of emptiness song in English, in Mexican. So use translation API, translate the lyrics and in different language and show them on that page, so you will be able to rank. Does taking a theme from source lead to less traffic or SEO? This is a weird question. I would suggest don't copy your competitor in same niche. Maybe you can copy design of some other, but code yourself. I will not suggest you to copy HTML element of someone because I don't know, like there might be some various random things in that. So hire a good developer, tell him to copy the design, not the HTML code if you like someone's design. Dinesh well said that this is good. Okay, thanks Dinesh. Okay, so how can, as I said, Laravel. Go to laracast.com or YouTube channel and find Laravel. How to learn Laravel. There are various number of free tutorials on YouTube. Laravel is easiest language you can learn to code, or you can learn how to develop WordPress plugin and do these all things in WordPress also. Other than AdSense, as I said, direct ad networks, affiliates, CJ, share a sale, generate leads and sell them. For direct ads, AdSense is the best. Media.net is second best. Ezoic is also good, but I don't know if Ezoic accepts if you don't have AdSense account. So you have to check with that. How can I create auto lyrics website? Scrap X Music, as I explained earlier. How much investment is needed? Developers time. So you need to find developer, see how much they are charging, and based on that. But again, this is all high investment projects. So do only if you have extra money. Don't do it if you are on the fence, unless you are own developer. If you are developer, then that's your own time going in. Copyrights in quotes, I don't get any copyright because quotes are all copyright free. Images I generate from Unsplash, so in Unsplash images are copyright free. In lyrics, I don't know. You might get some DMCA from various lyrics site, but you can have DMCA page and reply them that you are removing the DMCA. See, this question from Anshul Agarwal. See, quotes and lyrics, they can't be changed. So you need to be what you say, creative. Mix up various quotes together in lyrics, show related meaning, I mean translated lyrics in the page. So something unique is shown up to Google. Jitu Aneja asked how to create images in bulk. We use Image Magic. Image Magic is a PHP based library. If you don't know coding, you will not be able to do that. Which is good framework for custom development for SEO. See, for SEO, no coding language matters. For SEO matters is HTML tags you show to the Google. So for that, you can use Laravel, WordPress, or anything. In the end, Google sees HTML. Google doesn't see backend coding. It sees what it gets to read. That's rendered content. Rendered content is HTML. So backend language doesn't matter for SEO. This is Giridhar Sharma's which WordPress theme. I don't know. I haven't used it WordPress for that. Mine is custom coded to show amount of pages without degree. I have used so Sandeep is asking which servers I prefer for such large site. I use oneprovider.net. They are good and cheap, like $35 per month. Oneprovider.com, sorry, not .net. $35. I got like 16 GB RAM and such good servers. So one provider is good hosting service for such things. Ujjwal Kumar has said interesting stuff. Thank you. Bhavin Macha said he's developer, so you guys can ping him. Where we get free image, copyright free image. Unsplash is best source for copyright free images. There are various other sites. You can go check them. Which coding language? I already answered them. How to find SQL database or APIs? Google search, and you will find various APIs. If you don't find, just scrap. You need to go deep down in Google search. Which coding language? Well, Laravel, WordPress. Which WordPress? Oh, same question again and again. Will PPT be available for download? I don't know. I am giving you the link. You can save it. Okay, someone had asked this. Which will PPT be available for download? Who was that guy?
Vivek, you can upload the PPT in group later.
Yeah, I will upload the PPT in group also. Is there any limit on Unsplash API? No, there is no limit. There is some limit, but it's for making calls, but that's more than sufficient for scrapping. I can say that. Sir, what about tracking site, speed post? Yeah, I showed you this. We made this couriertracking.co. We scrapped tracking from various results. We grew this site good and we sold it off. So yeah, courier is good. You will get good RPM in AdSense. How you filter keyword data in bulk? Like we don't filter. We just randomly put it like say quotes. We scrapped quotes from various sites. We got tags. So based on tags, we filtered that. So the data you have, you need to think about that. How can you filter the data? What is the best way to scrap website? As I said, coding. There are various tools in coding like PHP DOM. So many things are there. I don't want to go deep in that because I am not the developer. My team develops that. But if you search how to scrap using Laravel PHP, you will get it. I answered this server thing. Number of minimum codes to start. I have 3,000 codes. You should see. Number of things depends, but 3,000 is good number or less number. That depends on the competition existing. In codes, competition is high. Even with 2 lakh index, I'm getting around 10,000 visitors a day. Href shows less, but I'm getting that much. I don't know any language from technical background. Should I learn? You need Sahil Rana. If you want to do this, you need to learn. Since you saw this webinar, it doesn't mean you need to do this, but do this only if you have some good idea, and do this if you like. Developer library listing site, what revenue model you should charge for listing someone's paid library or use AdSense. How much minimum content should be there? See, there is no such count. Like for courier tracking, there are only 400 couriers. So I can't make more than 400 pages. But for quotes, there are 6 lakh 10 lakh quotes. So I did 6 lakh quotes. So there is no such fixed thing. But try to be as big as possible. That's what I can say. Amazon affiliate. See, the best review guide is an ex-employee of Amazon. I asked them and he's a partner. So his account is not banned. If you do this, I don't know today, tomorrow, but when, but they will ban your account. I have got 2, 3 accounts banned. Even Sumit Shah has got banned by Amazon automation. So I didn't cover anything in this webinar of our Amazon automation. There are a hell lot of things beyond Amazon. Even Amazon's commission is 2.5. Why don't you do for flights? Why don't you do for Uber? Uber also is there, like book Uber from one place to another. So many things are there. Try to think beyond Amazon. Some people say AngularJS is not good for SEO. See, AngularJS is good, or see, as I said, if you don't know that language, don't prefer. AngularJS is good if you know how to do server-side rendering. If you don't know that, it's not good. Simple. How much you are making with this method? That's personal. I will not try. I will not wish to reveal that. How will you filter keyword data in BERT? Like which keyword belongs to which category? I answered that. How much Binio should be in same repeated question. Which Google Translation seems to be off. I haven't used any other translation API. Like I haven't used any translation API at all, so I don't know. But you have to test. Bing also has translation API, so try that. What sort of DBMs is needed for such site? See, there are various database available: MongoDB, such MySQL, PostGRES. Use the one which you are comfortable with. Like we are comfortable with MySQL, we are using MySQL. Would you suggest to have Laravel in backend and Node.js in front? Rajnish Mishra, you need to learn coding first. Laravel is also a backend technology, and Node.js is also a backend technology. So your question, why it's there? Ronak Ganatra, do we have to give credit to? No, we do not have to give any credit to Unsplash. Yeah. So most of the question I have answered. Still, if you have any questions, I have my email ID here, vivek@eva.com. You can ping me. I will try to answer them. I don't know if I will be able to answer all. Or you can try to post in Earning Labs. I will be active there and also answer that. Okay, some more question. Dynamic. Giridhar Sharma asked, from where did I put the codes? I scrapped some code site and inserted into my database and generated the site. Courier tracking is legal. We haven't got any DMCA from anyone. I don't know if it's illegal, but we haven't got any note. Community channels, forums, I don't know what, like someone asked, are community channels and forums good way to drive traffic? That's totally irrelevant to my session, but again, I don't know. But if you are good, active in good forums, their forums are still active and they do give good traffic, referral traffic to various sites. So you need to find them. Like Mongo, are you only using relational database? I always prefer relational because I know that well. So I only use MySQL. If you know Mongo well, use it. Thanks to all who complimented. I am not here. I don't know any PHP developer. Search in Fiverr, Upwork, or Group. If I target foreign, want to have a solid long-term project, is it advisable to use TLD domain using fake name generator? Long-term project, don't use fake name project. Short-term, earn money, run, no problem. I haven't used any fake name, so I don't know. But those guys are strict sometimes, so they may send you notice. So yeah, 6 more questions. What is fake name? I don't know. Someone asked, so this first develop the content locally and then publish it to server. All these things dynamically done on server. It depends on you. We have scrapped all the data, tested locally, and then put it on server. Someone selling plugin on CodeCannon, if I purchase. No, there is no worries if you want to purchase from CodeCannon. I have Giridhar Sharma. I have shared my email ID on PPT on the screen. You can see that. Yeah, so that's it. I don't run development companies, so please don't ping me for development. We only develop our own project. If you have any query now, post it on group or mail me. Yeah, so
Vivek,
now
there's two questions.
Yeah.
There are two questions that I think you can cover it. One is from
sure.
Ravi Chopra, that is asking that he has created a site in 2010 regarding template.
Sorry, your voice is not clear. Can you paste the question? Or so we created a site in 2010 and template-based content. The site used to get 57. Later, the template-based sites got penalty and the page stop indexing out. So see, these things happen. If you will see my site metavideos.com, even it got out of index. So even all events face that, but they improved the site. So one thing you can do is remove the pages which are not getting traffic. Like some pages go dead. Like say if you run event site, some events are out of the date, they are like dead. Then delete those pages. Google will remove from the index. So that is one way to deal with it. Second is try to bring backlinks also, because just with indexing Google will not give traffic. You need to bring some amount of quality backlinks. Third thing is dwell time. I feel that dwell time is one more factor. Like Google sees if the user is coming to a site and is his intent getting fulfilled or not. So try to track your user using Yandex Metrica and see what he's doing on your page. Is his intent getting filled? So that what in the end, what I mean is, if you are targeting best hotels in Punjab and you are showing hotels of Goa, the user will go away, run away, and Google will ultimately de-index you. So that might be one reason, and there are various other reasons also. So the mystery that when Google de-indexes is not totally uncovered, but yeah, few things which I said can help you to deal with it.
Another question I have posted it.
Okay, one more question above you. Which is good platform to flip this kind of project? See, if your revenue is around $1,000 to $3,000, your sale value is around 10,000 to, say your sale value is around 10,000 to $50,000. Flippa is good. Beyond that, Empire Flipper is good. FE International is good. So you can check those platforms. Based on valuation you put, those platforms are good. I have website with same content recently dropped my ranking from 1 to 2, 50%. What can I do in this case? Whatever you suggest to make fast crawling. One by one I'm covering. One, as I said with previous question, try to delete pages which are not getting traffic and are irrelevant or they are dead. Like there is no value for them on this earth. Like there was event in 1990, I mean not 1990 but 2010, and today it is 2020. Then delete those pages. I mean, if it was not a famous event, then delete those pages. Quotes, there are no irrelevant pages, but there are dummy dead quotes. Then delete them. So you need to find irrelevant pages and delete them. That's one way. Second way, make some good links, make improvement to those pages. Say, let's say you have some pages which are getting very good traffic. Try to put some. Yeah, this thing is very important. I didn't cover in the webinar. If you have some, like let's say lakhs of pages, but there are hundreds of pages which are stuck in page. What you can do to improve these 2 pages is put one guy, tell him to improve all the content of those pages manually. Like if it's quote about some author, try to put the biography of that person copied from Wikipedia, or tell someone to rewrite and post that. If it's something else, like if it's hotels guide, try to cover regional activities in this. Like if you are going to stay in hotels, this area is sunny, so you should prefer cool hotels with AC rooms, such things. So you need to put manual content. So that's one thing. Try to how to fast yourself. See, any hosting you prefer, if they are dedicated server, mostly they are fast. You have to improve coding wise. You need to test which MySQL query is taking up time. You need to improve that. If you can't improve that, increase the size of your server. Use in-memory database. So various technical things you need to do to increase the speed. Use SSD based hosting. So I can't cover everything, but sit with the developer and tell him, show him that this is the page slowing down. Find technically why it's slowing down. There are tools to find. There are various technical tools via which they can find what are the queries being fired when this page is open. So they can optimize those MySQL queries or those database queries and help you speed up the page. So you need to basically inspect deep. So that's the one thing. So yeah, I tried to answer. Search any other query?
No, most are repeated now. We can stop.
Yeah.
One is how do you avoid DMCA?
Put original content. You can't paste. If you see with my see there are these meta videos. I got hell number of DMCA. Even I was just embedding videos from Facebook. Still, they were like copying and posting. Like some people are posting movies on Facebook. Facebook was not taking action. We were not manually doing. So we don't know which movies were coming up. So when DMCA came to us, like we had a proper methodology. We put one guy. Whenever we received DMCA, we deleted those pages and replied back that we have deleted this. So you need to follow DMCA properly. There is no way to ignore DMCA.
Well, Vivek, we have covered most of the thing. I don't think we have anything left. Thanks a lot for your session. It was very awesome and something new for everyone here. And thanks for coming out to volunteer for just one. So it's quite overwhelming. Okay, guys, please leave your feedback, comments on group or in your timeline regarding the webinar, regarding the complete topic. We'll end, Vivek, now.
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. And don't forget to join our group and subscribe for more.